We have all seen videos in which one player tries to expose another player by trying to make them look as bad as they possibly can. And as the title of the video suggests, I really want to talk about this because I think exposure culture, in air quotes, is really stupid. Exposure culture has been around for a very long time, but of course I'm mostly talking about the world of Call of Duty, and to go even further than that, the world of gaming. The reason why this is so pathetic has in some cases to do with the fact that this person will try their very best to get into a lobby with that person to deliberately try and play against them, hoping that they'll be on the other team, of course, to try and expose that player. In some rare cases, I guess it may be a possibility that just somehow randomly they happen to be searching at the exact same time, the exact same playlist. I'm not saying that it isn't possible, because it certainly is possible. That being said, I would have to say that probably north of 75% of the time when these exposed videos come out of exposing a fellow COD player are intentional. Maybe you're watching their stream, which streamers are much more of a huge risk for this than, let's just say, your average Joe with good stats. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the content, maybe this isn't your first time here, hit the like button if you will, and kind of get this out to other people, and subscribe to the channel for more content. With that, let's kind of move forward. So why is trying to expose a player so stupid? Well, think about it. Put yourself in the shoes of, let's say you're a hateful person and you want to put somebody to shame, because that's ultimately what you're trying to do, which again is pretty pathetic, but I digress. Perhaps now you've finally gotten into that lobby, again putting yourself in the shoes of someone who wants to expose somebody else. You finally get in that lobby, and do you think that that individual that you're trying to expose has any idea what your intentions are? For all they are concerned, you are just somebody on the other team that they have never met before and probably will never meet. They have no idea. As far as patheticness is concerned, let's go ahead and take this situation into a real life encounter. Let's say for whatever reason you see somebody, maybe they're standing in line, you're behind them, and you just feel the urge to get into a fight with them. But instead of conversing with them and telling them or whatever have you, they're completely unsuspecting with their back turned against you, and you just take your hand and fist and you just hit them over the head with whatever you have in your hand at that time. And then you have the audacity, talk about even being more pathetic, to whip out your phone, and this may be a really big burly guy, right? And you whip out your phone and you're recording and you're saying, I knocked this guy out. Well, of course you did. He had no chance of doing anything because he had no idea it was coming. And this is why it angers me so much for so many streamers out there, for so many content creators, and at the same time it makes me frustrated because I've seen the content creators that I enjoy quote unquote exposing other people, which is really stupid. But I really want to get back to the points of being unsuspecting. Let's say if you're that streamer and somebody wants to expose you, and you take a look at everybody on the other team, and you don't have any idea that somebody wants to expose you. How do you think that you're going to play, especially if you're not really interested in trying your heart out? And so it's kind of like you're that unsuspecting guy in line, and somebody comes up behind you, and instead of talking to you and engaging with you while your back is turned to that individual, they just smack you over the head with whatever they have, and you're knocked out. You had no chance to fight for yourself. It's the exact same thing. It's unfair. They have no idea, and I'm sure that if they knew that somebody had this intention, which is pathetic, to expose somebody, I can't stress it enough. If somebody knew, if this individual knew that somebody wants to expose me in this lobby, they would try 10 times harder because they have the capacity to do so. The takeaway from this video, I hope that you learned something. Please don't try to expose people. It is really stupid. At the very least, message that person and tell them that you want to 1v1 them, or that you will perhaps deliberately try to get into their lobby, so that way when they see you, they can actually try. They can literally try, and they know exactly what to expect. Otherwise, they have no idea, and they could be having an off day, or they could just be wanting to relax like most of the people who are playing the game. I hope that the next time that you see perhaps one of your favorite content creators, or just some content creator getting, in air quotes, exposed, please try to see it from another perspective and just see it for what it is. Just remember, if that individual didn't see it coming, if they had no idea, they could be having a rough day, or just not trying because they just want to enjoy the game and relax like a lot of us do. If it's a 1v1, well, in that case, maybe it's a little different. I really couldn't tell you, and even then, I really don't think it matters. I know today it was a little bit more of a shorter commentary, but I wanted to make this video because I've been seeing these videos over several years, and I just wanted to say something about it because it hasn't always frustrated me, but now that I have a unique perspective on the matter, nobody's ever tried to expose me to my knowledge, but it's not necessarily always about me. It's not always necessarily about you. Sometimes we have to stick up for other people because that's just the right thing to do. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. I really appreciate you, and I'll catch you